Have you ever known an English word perfectly but forgotten in the moment you try to speak? You know the word, you've seen it many times, you understand it when someone else says it. But when you need to use it yourself, suddenly your mind goes blank and you think, I know this word, why can't I remember it? If this happens to you, don't worry. It doesn't necessarily mean that your English is bad. There is actually a simple reason for this. Knowing a word and being able to use it quickly are two different things. For example, imagine you know the word comfortable. You can understand it when you hear someone say it. You may recognize it when you read it. But if someone suddenly asks you to use it in a sentence, you might pause for a moment. That's because your brain has learned to recognize the word, but it hasn't practiced using it enough. Think about it this way. When you hear a word, your brain only needs to recognize it. But when you speak, your brain has to find the word, build a sentence, pronounce it, and say it at the right moment. That's much more work. And this is why you can sometimes understand English quite well but still struggle to speak. So, what can you do about it? The first thing is simple. Don't just learn words. Use them. Let's say you learned the word avoid. Don't just memorize the meaning. Make a few sentences with it. I avoid junk food. I try to avoid traffic. I avoid using my phone before bed. Now the word is connected to real situation in your mind. The second thing is stop translating everything in your head. Sometimes we think in our mother tongue first and then try to translate everything into English. That's when speaking becomes slow. So I'm trying to think directly in simple English. Instead of translating every thought, I try to use simple sentences like I'm hungry, I need to go outside, it's raining, I need to charge my phone. They may sound very simple, but this kind of practice helps your brain get used to thinking in English. The third thing is don't stop when you forget a word. Sometimes I forgot a word while speaking. Earlier, I would stop completely. Now, I try to explain the idea in another way. If I forget the word exhausted, I can simply say I'm really tired. If I forget purchase, I can say I want to buy this. That's completely fine. The goal isn't to find the perfect word every time. The goal is to keep speaking. And the fifth thing is keep your English simple. You don't need complicated vocabulary to communicate well. Sometimes we try to use difficult words because we want our English to sound impressive. But simple English is often more natural and easier to understand. Instead of worrying about using the perfect word, focus on saying what you mean clearly. Because the goal isn't to know thousands of English words. The goal is to use the words you already know when you need them. So, the next time you forget an English word while speaking, don't tell yourself, my English is terrible. Instead, think, I know this word, I just need more practice using it. Keep listening, keep speaking, and don't be afraid of simple English. Thanks for watching.